welcome to Daily Wellbeing with Gemma. Today I want to talk to you about growth mindset. So there was a psychologist called Carol Dweck who's an expert in this industry, and she did an analysis of people who were successful and kind of looked at the differences between those who peaked early and then suddenly were unsuccessful in their area and those who were more sustainably successful. So she looked at things like sports, music and business and developed this idea that people could fall into two categories. They could either have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. And this is interesting when we look at well-being, because those who've got more long-term success, better well-being, tend to be the ones with the growth mindset, and we can train ourselves to have a growth mindset as well. So it's not just that you're born into one of these categories. You can put positive habits in place to become more of a growth person. So first of all, we'll have a look at what it means to be fixed, and then we'll see what the opposite is. So people with a fixed mindset in whatever area of skill, industry, whatever it is, they're interested in looking good at that thing. So they want to appear clever or appear talented. It's more about how they're perceived than what they're actually like. This person might avoid challenging situations because they're worried about making mistakes. And so if they don't face that challenge, at least not publicly anyway, then there's no chance of making a mistake and people seeing them do it wrong and therefore looking bad. So a lot of these traits are interrelated. Somebody with a fixed mindset might compare themselves to their peers quite a lot. So if they see, oh, everyone else can do this and I can't, they might shy away and just not do it because they don't want to look bad. Or similarly, on the flip side, it might be that if they're better than their peers, that makes them feel good, and so that they pursue that as an activity because, again, they want to look good. So all the time that they're looking better than their peers, they'll keep at it. People with a fixed mindset see feedback as a form of criticism. So if you give me feedback, that means you're telling me I'm not good enough, and they can get quite defensive about that and can be confrontational to the person trying to give the feedback. And when others are successful, they can be quite jealous about it. They see it as a little bit of an attack of them. What the fixed mindset really has in common throughout the whole set of behaviours is this idea that I'm either good at something or I'm not. I'm either clever or I'm not. And so at the point where people face a challenge in their career or in their skill, they give up. So there have been lots of examples, and Dweck lists a load from sport and from music and things in her book, where somebody might be a very talented violinist or a talented tennis player. They get so far on their natural talent, but then as soon as they hit the challenge, they've got that, well, this is as good as I am, I can't get any better, and I just completely give up on it. So fixed people think that things can't be changed. Growth mindset is the opposite. Growth mindset people recognise that with effort, time and practice, you can get good at pretty much anything. And so their behaviours are changed. They're not interested in looking good per se, they're interested in learning so that they actually get better. So they might enjoy the status if they do get good, but it's not the primary goal. They like to challenge themselves. They seek out challenge because they know that when I face a challenge, that's an opportunity to get better. They see mistakes as a form of learning, that we have to get things wrong in order to get better. Obviously, we can learn from our successes, but we can learn from the things that go wrong as well. People with a growth mindset go at their own pace. So they might notice what peers are doing, but they won't compare themselves. They'll just focus on, am I doing better than I was yesterday? What pace do I need to take this learning at in order to get better and challenge myself? They welcome feedback because they know that that will help them to grow and improve. And when they see other people being successful, they celebrate it. So they're not worried, they're not jealous. They also might collaborate. They might say, oh wow, you were really good at that, can you show me how? And so they've got much more of an open attitude to others. If you notice yourself doing any of these behaviours, the first step is to notice, and they probably have an impact on your well-being. If you make a mistake and then get really cross about it, really sad, beat yourself up, if you find that you're getting angry at criticism, that is going to have a negative impact on your well-being, but it might tell you, okay, I'm using a fixed pattern and I want to change it. And with a lot of our behaviour, we can change it through our language, we can change it through practice. So having the attitude and saying things like, I need more practice, I could try a different strategy, okay, I want to try and learn from them instead of being competitive with them. I know this will take time, but with time I'll get there. Reinforcing those patterns will slowly help you to move towards a growth situation, and getting the people around you to use those language patterns can also be helpful. We've probably heard people praise somebody and say, oh, well done, you're so clever. But you're so clever is fixed. It's saying you either are or you aren't. So see if you can change it to, well done, you tried really hard at that, or well done, your effort paid off. Using praise that is more growth mindset, well done, you learn from your mistake, or I really like the way you challenge yourself there, you're really good at learning from others. Saying that to yourself, saying that to others, creates that climate of growth mindset that helps everybody around you, hopefully, to use more of these healthy patterns. And that will be far better for your personal well-being and probably your professional well-being, as that's where we tend to be facing a lot of this learning and challenge. So I hope that's interesting. I hope that you notice a little bit about what mindset you have. Maybe your mindset is different in different contexts. So it might be that at work you've got a growth mindset, but there might be certain things in your personal life that are fixed. Lots of people will turn around and say, oh, I'm not good at maths, which is a fixed view just for that subject. So maybe there are certain areas of your life that are fixed that you want to try and do something about, and noticing is that first step to changing the pattern. So try it out, let me know how you get on, and I will see you next time. Bye.